Hello chaps and japesses, and how is everybody today? There are some changes here. I have been playing quite a bit, off camera and not recording. Done various bits and pieces which we will run through just now. So the first thing is something which we addressed at the end of the last episode, is that we were going to create a switch for turning off and turning on the lights in the machine. So we have done just that. Lights off means mobs will spawn and they'll start heading down to our killing chamber. Lights on, literally the lights on, and then once the chambers are emptied we can go up and take a look inside. So all we have here, I will show you outside, is break this one and break this one, just so you can see. So we just have a redstone tower of torches starting there at the back of the block with the lever on it, and that basically heads all the way up. We'll show you the connections up there as well. Take a little walk up. Yeah, so basically we've got 4 floors, so there's 4 branching connections off of it. So there we go, there's the first one, comes out there, signal gets inverted, redstone wire goes there, and then nip through here. You can see it heads there from the other side of this little pillar onto all 4 lights, and likewise the same on this floor here. Oh, we can actually take a walk around and take a better look at this one. And straight into a redstone repeater just to extend the signal, and then on top of the 4 lights. So yeah, that's all we've done for that. The next thing is on the other side. We have another tower. There's a bit of lag on the server at the moment because the 1.3 update came out and was not completely without problems, unfortunately. Anyway, the other side is another black tower made in the same shape as the first one, and literally this is just a ladder all the way up to the top. So it means that we're not going to have to use sand towers all the time. And then we've got little walkways at various intervals, which will allow us to break into each individual room should we need to do so. And then obviously there's the top there as well. So that's that. Down we go. The final thing to discuss here, you'll have noticed already, is the big soil frame which is built around it. Head outside and you'll be able to see closer. So yeah, I've built a soil frame around it because I wanted to have, ignore the opening and closing of doors, we'll discuss that in a moment, wanted to have a shell around that thing which looks a bit better. So I'm still working on what sort of design that shell's going to be, but that's something I'll work on off camera and probably show you once it's all finished and done and everything. Maybe not today, maybe another time, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's basically a shell, and it gives you a 2 wide clearance all the way on the inside, so that there's plenty of space in there to walk around and tower about if we ever need to fix things or adjust things, or whatever. So it means we're not going to be cramped for space. So yeah, there'll be a design on the shell of some sort to make it look okay. Well, hopefully it'll look okay anyway once it's all done. I haven't quite decided what I want it to be yet, but we will get there. So yeah, that's that. Next thing is that 1.3 came out, and we had 2 villager huts one there, and there was one way out in the water, right there, where you can see that mark is. So what I did was I built a bunch of rails and some minecarts, and I moved them so that they are now in here. And this is the villager area for now. We've expanded from the original two that we have, so we have quite a lot of them now. We can take a look inside and see. I'll just use that. There we go. So here's a dude here. I've leveled up some of these guys, some of them I haven't. This is a design most people are using with the doors in order to get them to breed up to a specific number. So we've got a variety of different villagers in here, basically doors around the edges so that they think that there's plenty of houses. And whoa, let me through. And there's a second floor as well with another dude up here, and there's actually a third floor as well, if I can get past this dude. Right, there we go. So yeah, third floor as well, up here. So yeah, there's quite a few villagers in here. I've been using them to trade various things with them. Coal, paper, books are the easiest things to get and trade so far. So I've been doing a bunch of that. There is quite a lot of lag on the server at the moment for whatever reason, part of 1.3. So that's hopefully going to be fixed at some point shortly as well. Let's get away from all of these knocking doors ridiculousness. Okay, so yeah, I've been doing a bunch of trading with them. So far, emeralds wise, we have just about 133 emeralds spare that we've made from them, so not too bad at all. All the TNT, the server recently had its second birthday, so that's 2 years in operation. So basically as a present, every time you logged in you got a couple of stacks of TNT and a cake. So that's why I got all of that there, so it's all been amassing. So yeah, that's basically an update on everything that's been going on so far. This machine is still working well. It's off right now, but I've been using it quite a bit to level up. No problems with it at all. It's working absolutely perfect. Yeah, so one other thing I should explain. A small temporary sugarcane farm here. This is not permanent. This is just to get lots and lots of sugarcane, so that we can trade for paper and again trade for emeralds with the villagers. But we're going to create something a bit more permanent with the sugarcane at some point as well. So yeah, that's it for this update. On to the next thing. So now that you've been updated on everything, I have done more work. I decided that the cobble mob trap was an eyesore, so we have done this. It has been completely encased in stone bricks. Had some assistance from a couple of people to do it, from Shadox, Michael Scott and Soul. Took around about 20 stacks or so of stone brick to surround that whole thing. We'll go up inside just to show you. Take the ladder up. It's fully lit up and torched inside, so that nothing's going to spawn inside either. And obviously lots of torches up on the top also, again to make sure that nothing spawns bad inside, and not inside the mob trap. So here we are. This is how the inside of it looks. Nothing special at the moment. What we're going to do is create a design on the outside of it, or to see from the outside. I'm thinking flowing water and flowing lava alternating. I think that would look quite good. So I'm going to try that out on one side at least, and then we'll come back to you once that's been done. So yep, be back once I've created one side. So I went ahead and did that, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not entirely happy with it. I think we'll need to go out one more on each side so that we get an alternating pattern. But it doesn't look terrible. There's some more work to be done. I'm not 100% happy with it. You can see it's recessed a bit there. We'll show you how that's done on the inside just before I go and change it all, which I no doubt will. I've turned down the sound on the game because of the super loud rain. So we'll just head up here and you'll be able to see how I've done these without having lava spilling everywhere and everything. Okay, so there we go. You can see from here, if I just squeeze up in here and then zoom up. So it's just encased in the block in between there, and then a 1, 2, 3, and then the wall that's captured in there. There's a wall up to there, and then as you can see through the water there's a gap there where it actually shines through. So that's how it is at the moment. Like I say, I'm not 100% happy with it, so I may well alter this some more. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to touch it. It's only a decorative thing, so it's something which can be sorted out at a later stage. Yeah. Right, the next thing that we're going to be doing, I shall head downstairs, is I'm going to create an island for our friends the villagers, or the testificates. So the plan is that behind here, let's just do that. So behind here, I'm going to create a island just here somewhere for the testificates to live in. We're basically going to set them up, one testificate each in his own little pod, so he's always going to be there for trading. We'll set up a rail system so we can filter them out of here and into their little pods. It's just going to be easier and handier for trading if we just set them up on their own island. So I will create the base island for it first as a start, and yeah, we'll come back to you once we have that. And this is what we've come up with. So we're a wee bit away from the mob tower there, and this is our little island for the testificates to live in. So at the moment there's 5 distinct types of testificates that you can trade with. So the idea is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to be the blacksmiths because they give the best stuff, so we're going to try and have 5 blacksmiths here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of that type, 4 of that type, 5 blacksmiths at the end, 4 of that type, 4 of that type. So that's the idea. Next thing to do is not to drown in the water. Next thing to do is to create their individual little pods that they're going to be sitting in, and then we need to start setting up the rails so that we can actually get them into their pods once they are ready. So first things first, we're going to get some little pods designed around each one of these things, and then we'll be back. And here we are. So we've created our little booths for our testificate traders to live in. Coloured wool for each type so that we know which is which. I'll try and get these the right way around. Librarian, butcher, blacksmith, priest, farmer. I'm sure that's right. So 4 of each of those ones there, and then 5 of the blacksmiths at the back. We've created a little booth for them to stand in, so once they're in here and there's blocks placed here and here, then they will not be able to escape, and they'll just be stuck in there waiting for us to trade whenever we need to. So that's the way it's going to work. Next thing we need to do is get the rails set up so we can start transporting some of them into their booths. So what I'm going to do is set up a rail line in the center. Actually, we can just... And that's a door so they can escape there. So yeah, we're going to set up a rail line here which will come along here, and then we'll stop them probably at this point or somewhere close to here, and then decide which pod they're going to go into, and then stop them in there and trap them in while we're at it. So we'll be doing one at a time. It might take me a wee while to get them in. So far we have about 12 or 13 certificates, so we'll get most of them into here and leave a couple for further breeding, so that we can fill up the stalls once they're complete. So I will away and lay down some tracks, and we'll be back once it comes to putting the first certificate in. We are all ready to start inserting dudes into pods. So we've laid a rail track from inside the little certificates house here. Goes through there, I'll show you where it comes out on the other side. Put that back. Nope. Well, that's one escaped already. Fantastic. Bad. Naughty. Okay, anyway, so that comes out there. And if we head around here, it comes out through here, and you can see right through to where they are there, so it'll come all the way through here. All the way along here, it'll stop on this pad. This is where I'll be able to see which type he is, and then I can go along here and decide where I want to place him. So these switches activate each one of these. At the moment they're all set so that the minecart will just keep on going right round to the blacksmith's area, and the same on this side as well. So yeah, it's all ready to basically go and put some dudes in. We've also put glowstone underneath each one of these so that there's some lighting underneath them. So got to do that now before they're in, because otherwise it would just be pretty much impossible once they're actually in to do that. So yep, there we go. Now let's go get ourselves a certificate and test it out. So around here, spoosh. Okay. Place a minecart there, and it looks like we're going to grab one. There we go. Okay, so we'll push him all the way through. There we are. So now we go around, back around here again. He will be waiting for us. There he is. So we can see that he is a white one, so we're going to put him in the white section. So simply check which one we need. This one here, perfect. Yep, flip the switch. Flick the lever and give him a shove. Oh, there's me, forgot to do that. Well, there's the first fail of the day. But anyway, you can see that the idea works. I forgot about this bit. So I will sort him out by doing this. Actually, it'd be better sending him back the other way, now that I think about it. Okay, anyway, I'll get him sorted out and into the correct hole, as opposed to the wrong one, and we'll start moving a bunch of the other ones in as well. So I'll away and do that, and come back to you once we have made some more progress. So the previous plan for getting villagers into these pods was a good one, as long as you want them to stay in the minecart. So, by way of an update, we've had to try something different. So far we've got 3 villagers in. There they are. The previous plan, like I said, was good. If you, however, have a villager in a minecart and then break the minecart that they're in, they don't jump out in the same space that the minecart's in. They jump out to a space to the left or right of it. So if you wedge them into their hole and then break the minecart, they will actually jump out of the hole. Yes, he's agreeing. Yes. And they will run off elsewhere, and they always seem to want to go home at the moment because of all the doors over there. So getting them into these little pods has definitely not been the easiest task so far. What we've got now is a rail line running down the centre. We basically check which one we've got there and then attach the correct section to it. They tend to always run up and down the wall that they're trying to aim for here. So basically the next wall will be here, like so. So if the next butcher, for example, comes in here and you break it, he'll be in this little area and he'll run back and forward up and down this wall. And then when he's in here, it gives you enough time to place a fence and trap him inside. So yeah, it's not as easy as I thought it was first going to be, but I shall continue and yeah, give you another update shortly. Well, we're almost done. I thought I would come and do the last couple of villagers. We've got one there and one there to complete the set, just to show you exactly what the sort of thing I've been doing. So yeah, basically they come in on a rail like so, and then head off into these blocked off areas which I've been doing. So to show you, we're going to chuck this guy onto this rail here. He's going to go into this area, like that. We're going to block it off so that he can't escape. Oh, lag, here we go. Right, so now we just break the rail underneath, break the cart. We've got to be quite accurate with it, like so. And you see how he jumped out to a different square than he was in originally. That's exactly the problem I've been dealing with. Right, so now you need to encourage him to actually go into where we want him to go. And that's the tricky part. It's okay if you're dealing with this edge, because they seem to enjoy running back and forward along this edge. But for these corner ones and for these blacksmiths, it's involved water. That's how I've been doing it. So if we place that there, and then get in here, and then encourage him to be in the water stream. There we go. And then fence. Done. So it took me a while to figure out that that was the way to do this, because they were being quite difficult when I've been putting them in. So we finally got there. We finally got them in. None of these guys are in their minecarts, so that's good. So we've got one dude left to do. Yeah, the only problem with water is that it does obviously wash away all your rails. So one guy left to do. So let's check here. Yep, we've got his space open ready for him there. So we'll do that, and that. That's fine. So we'll go give this guy a nudge. And off he goes. Into the little area that we've set up for him. Block it off. Right, this guy's not on a rail already, so it should make it easier. There we go. Oh! Okay. Okay, I have recaptured him. Oh, lightning. Man, if one of those kills one of my dudes now, I would not be happy. Yes, these guys, they love to escape, they really do. So, let's try that again. Let's get the all in place here, all good here. Let's remove that block this time, since that's the one that caused this problem last time. And yep, we're good to go. So, let's try again. Give him a little nudge. In he goes. We've not been so lucky with the minecart this time. Come on. There we go. And he's out. Right, finally. Oh, and he's going straight in, which is fine. Yeah, these ones, when there's a wall like this, they usually just run back and forth like this for whatever reason. So it's really easy to just, well, do that. And there we go. Oh, it's finished. I'm so happy. This has taken hours of capturing the right ones, and I've just noticed there's some missing. Oh, fantastic. Right, be back and see if it's just a visual glitch and they are actually there or not. Be back in a minute. Nope, they are actually gone. I'm guessing they must have glitched through the floor somehow, so I'll go ahead and put a double layer floor below us, and I'm going to put walls on the back around the edges as well, before I get 3 more blacksmiths back in, which is really annoying because I had all 5 blacksmiths and these are the hardest ones to put in. So, floor, walls, blacksmiths, and then I will be back and we will be done. It's so beautiful. It's all done. A lot of hours of work and it's finally ready. So, let's take a closer look. Oh, via quick swim. So yeah, I put a wall first of all the way around the building, so that if any of them should glitch out of their little homes, then they will hopefully still stay in this area and they can be prompted to move back into their little homes. We've also gone down and put a second layer underneath all the way. So that's just in case there's any floor glitches, they shouldn't glitch through the floor. So hopefully they'll be safe with that as well. And we got the blacksmiths back in. There they all are sitting, waiting to be traded with. Most of these guys have done nothing with yet. So there's our standard villagers, there's our priests, there's our blacksmiths, there's our butchers, and there's our chemists, is it? So yeah, they're all sorted, all done. It's looking good, I'm happy with it. This monstrosity will be probably going away, or it'll be getting hidden somewhere underwater, but that will be done at some point in the future. We're going to build a nice bridge and everything over to the main island once that's been hidden. And what else? Oh yes, another thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting light up panels on the backs and buttons here. And the idea, well, hopefully we'll see if it happens or not. The idea is that we'll highlight the ones that we think are good trades with some lights at the back. There's plenty of light in here anyway already, so there shouldn't be any mobs spawning or anything like that. So yeah, all done. Took ages to do, but it looks good, it's functional, and I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching the video. Please, if you liked it, then give a like, or subscribe if you want to see more videos. Yeah, good day for today.